Hi gorgeous, welcome back to my channel, or if you're new here, welcome to my channel, the place where we love a full beat and a glow on everyone. So this week is no exception. I am back with the stunning Marlena. You might remember from like 10 weeks ago when I done a gorgeous black smoky eye on it. I'll link that wee video in the description bar below if you want to check it out. But I'm back with it again because I love painting her face so much. But this time we're mixing it up, and instead of going dark on the eyes, we're going dark on the lips. So if you want to see this transformation right here, stay tuned. And of course, if you like this video, do help me out. Give it a big thumbs up, hit the subscribe button below and the wee bell icon for a notification every time I upload a new video. But it's every Thursday. Every Thursday, I say it's every Thursday, and every Thursday I upload a new video. So yeah, let's just get stuck right in. As always, I'm starting off with my MAC Fix Plus Magic Radiance to hydrate and brighten the skin, before going on with my Botanical Labs Rose Overnight Hydrating Mask to soothe, nourish and further hydrate to prep the skin for makeup. This is my ideal combo, my duo of dreams that I use on absolutely everyone. I wanted Marlena's skin to be super dewy, really dreamlike, so I went on with my Too Faced Dew You Primer. This is very similar to MAC's Strobe Cream, and I really just kind of used this around the edges of the face, the tops of the cheekbones, the temples, around the jawline, just the outside to give the skin that gorgeous glow. For foundation, I used one of my personal favourites. It's the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Glow. Now in the UK you can't buy this in shops, you can only buy it on Amazon. I believe they're the only official retailer in the UK, but in America you can buy it in any drugstore. This foundation is phenomenal. It's medium coverage, it's hydrating, it's dewy, it does not budge or separate on the skin whatsoever. I'm obsessed with this. I've got so many shades of it that I use on my own skin a couple of times a week anyway. I love this foundation. I'm just applying it all over with a damp beauty sponge, and as you can see, it looks gorgeous on Marlena's skin. To contour, I went on with the MAC Cosmetics Studio Fix Concealer in shade NC50. I dotted that onto the temples, then I done lines on the lower cheekbones and the jawline, and I blended fast. You'll see you have to go right in there and start blending this out before it starts self-setting, otherwise you're going to be making your own life a lot harder. Now luckily, because I'm putting this on top of a dewy hydrating foundation, the concealer doesn't set down as quickly as what it would on a matte foundation, so bear that in mind if you decide to give this combo a try. To conceal and brighten the under eyes, of course, I went on with Kevyn Aucoin's Sensual Skin Enhancer in SX01. I pulled that from the inner corners of the eye down to the nostril, and then from the nostril up to the outer corner of the eye, and then I pulled my brush along the top of Marlena's cheekbone to create that massive triangle of light, and then I worked it onto the middle of the brows, down the nose, the cupid's bow and the chin. The same technique I do on most people, and of course I then went on and blended that in with my damp beauty sponge. Something I done slightly different was I did carve out my contour, my cream contour, with the excess concealer that I had left on my brush. This just really helped to sculpt and lift Marlena's cheekbones a wee bit more. After that was all blended in, I went on with my MAC Prep and Prime Translucent Loose Powder, and I really just set the areas that I put the Kevin Aucoin. I didn't set the rest of the face because this is a trick that I do personally. I went on with my MAC Soft and Gentle Mineralise Skin Finish Illuminator, and I set the entire face with this. A lot of people would use this as a highlighter. Personally, I don't think it's blinding enough to be a highlighter, so I really like the Soft and the Gentle, the Global Glow, and the I've gone blank, there's a darker one, Cheeky Bronze. I really like these more to add the glow back into the skin. They remind me very much of like the Hourglass Ambient Light powders, but just slightly dewier. To bronze the face, I went on with my MAC Mineralise Skin Finish in Dark Deepest. This is a go-to shade of mine. I worked that onto the temples, the lower cheekbones, along the jawline of course, and then I brushed it under the nose just to add a bit of warmth back into the centre of the face. You'll see when I contour I like to use a flicking motion. This is because my angled brush, I kind of catch the natural hollow under the cheekbone and flick up the way. This gives me more control over where the product goes, but it also gives me a softer blend. It's really, I just prefer to work like this as opposed to using big sweeping motions where you end up with a Twix down your face. To add that extra final glow to the skin, I went on with my Becca Opal. What else would I use? I worked this onto the top of the cheekbones and the Cupid's bow, the tip of the nose and the chin. And you'll see, I mean, Marlena's skin looks otherworldly right now. I'm obsessed with it. I then added a tiny little bit of blush back in with a Makeup Forever Pro blush. I'm trying to remember the shade. I cannot remember the shade at all, I'm afraid. Now I wanted to give Marlena's brows just a wee bit of a fluffier boy brow, so I went for the MAC False Lash Maximiser. This is actually a lash primer that goes on white and dries in clear, but it's got so much hold to it that I love using it through the brows. It's my kind of go-to product. Instead of using brow gels that I always find don't hold the brow hairs in place as much, this doesn't budge at all, but also it's got a treatment through it that does help promote the growth of the hair and kind of plumps up the hair follicles to make the actual hairs thicker. So I just really like this as a brow product. On to the eyes. I went on with my P. Louise Crisp Finish set. This is the deep kind of terracotta orange one, and I started working this over the lid and then blended it up into the crease ever so gently. Be careful here, trust me when I say product wise, a little goes a long way. So I'm only applying product onto the lid and then blending that product upwards. Don't be going on with product too high, otherwise you won't be able to blend it out. You'll see I then brought that same product and buffed that underneath the eyes, and I took it into the waterline underneath as well. Just really working with Marlena's natural eye shape, not taking things too low or too high. Really soft and subtle here. For eyeliner, I'm going on with my MAC Chromaline in Black Black. I'm starting off by creating my first line, pulling out as an extension of the lower lash line. I then bring the top of that line down towards the pupil of the eye, and then I connect the inner corner of the eye up towards the pupil of the eye. So I've got that outline there, and then I colour it in. This is the easiest way to do a flick on anyone. It works a treat. Essentially, the longer you make the first line, so the line that's the extension of the lower lash line, the longer you make this, the more dramatic your flick's going to be. So if you make it really short, then it's going to be a nice natural flick. Easy, easy. I then took a black eyeshadow, just a matte black eyeshadow with a pencil brush. I set the flick all over, and then I brought the black shadow up slightly higher than the outline of the flick and blended back and forth, and this instantly gave me a gorgeous sultry smoky liner. Let's recap those liner steps. Line number 1, an extension of the lower lash line. Line number 2, pulled in towards the pupil. Line number 3, pulled from the inner corner up towards the pupil, and then colour it in. Like I said, super easy. For mascara, I'm going on with the MAC Cosmetics Extended Play Lash Mascara. I just love this mascara for the thin wand. The formula is not waterproof, so it does come off with warm water, but that doesn't matter because I don't really get runny eyes anyway. But I love how thin the wand is, so I can get right into the root of the lash for a good lift. I'm then going on and emphasising the lashes and adding drama with a pair of KNG 44 lashes from AliExpress. For the final stages of this look, of course, that would be the lips, so I'm going on and prepping the lips as always with my MAC Prep and Prime Lip. This acts as a super glue for any lipstick you use, but also it makes your lip liners glide on so much easier. Colour wise, I am using the MAC Cosmetics Retro Matte Liquid Lipstick in shade High Drama. This goes on as like a deep burgundy with a slight purple plum undertone. Very vampy, very high fashion. I love this colour, especially the long wear formula when it's got that lip primer underneath is so nice. So you'll see I applied the colour all over with the wand, and then I'm going on with a small brush, a wee detailer brush, to get that nice crisp sharp outline. Something that needs to be perfect if you're going on with a bold colour like this. You all know by now that I love a glossy lip, so naturally I'm going on with my MAC lip glass to add that touch of high shine glamour to the look. And here we have it, the finished result. And there we have it, another week, another look down. I hope you liked this one. It was a wee bit different because I never do a dark lip. Like, I just love a warm nude peach, with a peachy warm nude. Yeah, I just love that with a dark lip liner. I think everyone suits it, but we mixed it up. We like trying something different here. So
Hopefully you did like this look, and if you did, make sure you give it a big thumbs up, hit the subscribe button below, and of course the wee bell icon. And if you want to become the best of friends and see some additional content, something a wee bit more personal and sort of stuff about my life, then definitely make sure you hit me up on Instagram. It is Marc Sinclair MUA. So yeah guys, that is us. I need to now go and start thinking about what we're going to do next week. So yeah, until next week, bye!